Hi, I'm Brian Elliott. Welcome to another edition of Behind the Brand. Today I'm here with angel investor, best-selling author, and someone who's giving the most interesting man in the world a run for his money, Tim Ferriss. Tim, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. The Dos Equis man wins. He's got me beat.
I don't know. You are nipping at his heels. One of my favorite blog posts of yours is the one that you talked about haters and negative feedback. It was a brilliant post. It still resonates with me today. I love what you said. For those that didn't get a chance to read it, talk a little bit about what you said about people who are negative and haters.
Yeah. The most important thing I think to take away from that, I guess sort of 7 to 10 principles that I use, but the most important I think is it's not about how many people don't get it. It's about how many people get it. And the vast majority, the silent majority, will actually like your stuff. And the minority who dislike your stuff, or dislike everything.
Yeah. You said that there's a certain percentage, no matter what.
Well, exactly. So if you have a strong opinion about anything, or a clear opinion about anything, I just assume when I put up a blog post that somewhere around 10% of the people who come across it will find a way to take it personally.
Right.
And I gave examples about like raising money for high-need public schools in the U.S.
Yeah.
Where somebody got really offended because I talked about wrestling and like butting heads with my co-founder.
How dare you?
Or with the founder of Donors Choose, this amazing organization, and the guy went ballistic, like vandalized all of my Flickr photos because he thought I was endorsing violence. The guy was a nutcase.
Yeah.
And the internet is a full contact sport.
Yeah.
And lastly, I would say...
Now, you feel that way now, you're thick-skinned, but was there ever a time where that sort of, the sticks and stones thing that hurt you?
In the beginning, it was really tough, for sure. Yeah. Because I tried to treat the internet as if it were a conversation with a civil human being in a living room.
You take it personally,
and
right?
It's not the same.
Yeah.
I remember in the very beginning, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to curse on the show or not, so I'll try to contain it. I'm from Long Island, it's hard, but...
Let it fly to the internet.
All right, great. So my first 1-star Amazon review, I remember to this day. I got it on the 4-Hour Workweek, and my dad took all of these reviews very personal. I was like, "That's fine.
Yeah.
Don't engage."
Yeah.
But of course, I wanted to engage, and I remember this really. It was some short 1-star review. It was just like, "This guy's a scam. Can't believe this is bullshit." Blah blah blah. And so I wrote this long, impassioned response with like, "Dear so and so, I understand how you feel, but you may not realize this and this," and like went point by point this long essay.
Yeah.
And his response was, "Yo, whatever, douche." And I was like, and then my publisher at the time, I think it was my editor, said, "Don't bother doing that." And it taught me a lesson. I've learned many lessons since. But there are some great quotes that I think embody the internet. And yellow journalism has always existed. Critics have always existed. But the beauty and horror of the internet is that it gives everyone a voice. That includes the geniuses. It also includes all the idiots who should have to like pass a test to use a keyboard. And there's some fantastic quotes by people like Theodore Roosevelt about the critic who finds it easy to mock the man on the playing field when he stumbles.
Yeah.
But it's always easier to tear people down than it is to build yourself up.
Yeah.
And
does that fuel you? Does that give you, does that drive? Are you pretty indifferent? You just let it roll off your back now?
About the criticism?
Yeah.
I am relatively indifferent. The best response, this was taught to me by Kevin Rose, to most of it is to starve it of oxygen. Don't give it any response.
Yeah.
And there are, I think, philosophical reasons not to do that. There are also practical reasons. If you draw attention to something, all you're doing is driving links to it, which increases its Google visibility.
Right.